Hello, you're watching New Vision TV. Thanks for joining us. Let's take a look at the news. I'm Lynn Komjisha. Now, for the last 21 years, a special trend of cutting or shaving people's hair has been evolving on one of Lira's streets. The mobile barbers, widely known as chimiozi, using razor blades, hand hair combs or brushes, are reaping big from this trend. The pioneers have taught their children business, which has reduced on the rate of unemployment. We have more on this story.
It is a rare sight under these mango trees. Men and women come from all directions of Lira town to have a shave. This is a place where roadside barbers in Lira make their living. Now, according to the group chairman, Bernard Obal, the group started with 15 members in 1997.
The group is called Bernard. We started this way back in 1997. When we were still in Convention Park, then we shifted from there, we came up to here. Shifting from Convention Park, coming this way, we came in 2013. Now we are here. We are about 13. In fact, we were 15. 2 died, now we are left 13 in the group.
He says the group has since then recruited 7 youth into their business, each making between 15 to 40,000 shillings per day.
We have about, ever since we started, we have recruited about seven youth. Some are still learning, some are now becoming experts. And in a day, it depends on how the day is. Some days we can get even about 30 to 40. But other days we get either 20, 15 like that. It depends on how the day is.
The barbers shave women hair, and for the men, the beard is also trimmed using hand-shaving razor blade machines. And for the hair, they use clippers. The men love the old-school traditional wet shave. For the women, they love a clean shave, which they say is better than the modern electric shaving machines. It is also cost-effective.
How much do you pay? And how many times do you come here in a month? Do you come every month? Is it you come after a long time?
No, it takes some like 0 to 2 months. Because they shape me according to how it is long. If it is short, they always shape at one side, but if it is long, it depends 2,000 or 2,500. In a month, it is just only 2,000. Yes. And like when you're going in the other settings, you may spend 10,000, 15, or like that. But for me, in a month, that is how I've arranged. Monthly, I pay 2,000 here. So after I'll give beautiful ladies smart, so that is fun.
Many of the barbers, including the chairman Obal, have gained profits.
We have a lot of customers. We have elderly people, ladies, and some youth also do come and they shave also with us.
Are there any outstanding achievements the group has made? Maybe construction, buying vehicles?
In fact, some of us who started this project, we have constructed some houses. We are paying even school fees for our kids. We are helping some of our relatives, like that some of the time.
For Jolly Ogwal, who has been doing this craft for a couple of years, says his pockets have never run dry.
You don't get dry in your pocket. Each and every day, when you're working, you come direct up here and start working for money direct, without even waiting for the money or waiting for somebody else. You work and they give you.
As you can hear the razor blades at work, a dedicated customer and head teacher at a local primary school here in Lira says this is the only place where he gets his hair cut.
So, you just tell us how long you've known this place and how often you come here?
Nearly after every 1 week. And I've been shaving here for the last 5 years also. And nearly after every weekend I'm here, because I'm a head teacher. So So after I save, after 1 week, then I come. Yeah, they will then.
He is very proud of the service he receives here and advises young unemployed Ugandans to let the old behavior of despising jobs go with the sunset and start taking up petty jobs like these which require little startup capital.
Students, as a young generation, what you do is you change to work hard. There is money in every activity. Money is everywhere. As you look at these boys here, they are built out of this. They are built their house here. So I'm encouraging the youth, the young ones, to work hard, to do work with their hands, irrespective of their degree or they are not having degree. Because some of you say, after all, I've reached my career. I cannot do this petty work. But even if you are from Makere or you are from P0, you have to work. Your hand is a master key.
Now, during the rainy season, their business is highly affected since customers prefer going to barbers in shops or salons. Now, even though the beggars are reaping big from this craft, the setting of their workplace does not allow them to continue with their business whenever it rains. Now, since most of them cannot afford rent fees and electricity bills, they always get a break in such circumstances. They are, however, hopeful to offer the skills to youth in Lira if they get a hand from government officials to construct modern structures for their business.
We are also requesting that if the government could allow it, even if not the government, the municipal people could allow us to develop this system of ours, get at least a proper place to put that business in the house, not outside. So that most of the people, they are those who come, they want shave, but they fear sitting outside or under the language. But the work we do is best.
How different is this with the other one in the saloon?
There's a very big difference. The difference is that this one, each person who uses that, each person, each throws a blade. You don't share the blade. That's the best part of it.
In a state of a warring economy, it is never too late to use the available resources and start up something that will end the unemployment syndrome. Now, this report was compiled by Joseph Omagol for New Vision TV.
Moving on, snakes are loathsome reptiles and they have always faced the wrath of human beings. However, a python estimated to weigh 93 kilograms at the wild side of Entebbe has continued to attract huge crowds. This was after it laid about 100 eggs on New Year's Day at the Uganda Wildlife Education Center, formerly Entebbe Zoo. According to Scovia Musimenta, the UWEC Assistant Public Relations Officer, inquisitive visitors have camped where the snakes are kept, seeking to know more about the giant snake and its eggs. Now, tragedy befell residents of Lore Island in Lore Sub-County, Namaingo District, when a 35-year-old pregnant woman was eaten by a crocodile as she went to fetch water along the shores of Lake Victoria Saturday around 6:30 p.m. Ruth Nyanzira was 7 months pregnant. One of the residents, Sunday Kabale, said residents tried to rescue her by throwing metals at the reptile, all in vain. He further revealed that when all efforts to rescue Nyanzira failed, the helpless residents watched on as the huge crocodile swallowed body parts of the deceased on the deeper side of the lake. The local Council 1 chairman of Lore Upper Village, Mohammed Shibige, said they have on several occasions requested the relevant authorities to capture the reptiles, but nothing has been done. Locals say the reptiles have terrorized them, especially women who fetch water or children who go swimming on the shores of the lake. In sports news, KCCA Football Club might require divine intervention if they are to keep alive their CAF Confederation Cup dream. Mike Mutebi's side was hit 3-0 by Congo's AS Otoho in the first leg of the playoff stage yesterday. KCCA now needs a 4-0 win at home this Saturday to rise from the Congo-Brazzaville debacle. The damage was inflicted by attacking midfielder Mwasa Yeden and Wamba Kadar. Yeden put the hosts ahead in the 20th minute of a penalty. He then made it 2 shortly afterwards before Cadell further rattled the visitors in the 75th minute. It's a grim script for a side that has for the past 2 seasons impressed on the international scene. The Lugogo side first made history in 2017 when it became the first Ugandan club to make the continental group stages. With this Confederation Cup feat, KCCA went even a notch higher the following season when they qualified for the Champions League group stage. You're still watching New Vision TV, and now for Pearl of Africa series, we take a look at Lake Mbilinzi. Lake Mbilinzi is found in Masaka district, 128 kilometers south of Kampala, Uganda's capital city. Mbilinzi is not far from the more famous Lake Nabugabo, which is also found in Masaka district. Now, these lakes were formed as a result of sand dunes resulting from strong winds that blew the Lake Victoria. Let's take a look.
Lake Mbilinzi is found in Masaka district in central Uganda, some 120 kilometers south of Kampala city. Mbilinzi and Lake Nabugabo could be best described as babies of Lake Victoria. The two lakes were formed as a result of sand dunes created by the strong winds, which drove water out of Lake Victoria. The sand dunes prevented the water from going back to Lake Victoria, hence forming Lake Nabugabo and Mbilinzi. The quiet ambience, cool breeze and fresh air around Lake Mbilinzi are some of the reasons that make the place a popular destination for romantists all year around. Now, animals also compete with people, for the lake's menu mostly eats fresh grass. Masaka locals find Lake Mbilinzi a blessing as it brings them visitors in form of tourists who leave $1 or $2 when they buy their products. Each person around the lake has benefited from it in one way or another. Now, for more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website, which is www.newvision.co.ug. Our newspaper, The Sunday Vision, is also the home of adventures, so grab your copy every Sunday for Pearl of Africa stories.
And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch movie updates on your mobile, on your desktop, on your tablet, anywhere on the go by visiting www.newvision.co.ug. I'm Lynn Komjisha.